Hello and welcome to this Mystery Shopper training video for the Victorian Accommodation Awards for the non-accommodation categories. My name is Liska McClanahan and it's my pleasure to take you through the requirements of this mystery shop today. So I will just share these materials I've got to help us. Okay, let's get into it. So thanks for jumping online to do this training video for the Accommodation Australia Victoria Awards. Now, this is our mystery shopping project for those awards, and this video will step you through what's required to be a mystery shopper for this project and the next steps from here. One important note though is there cannot be any conflict of interest for this project. So if you are associated in any way with Accommodation Australia or any of the nominated hotels, either personally or professionally, you're not eligible to take part in this project. Please let us know and we'll look at allocating you something else instead. But thanks again. We hope you enjoy visiting these amazing venues in Victoria and supporting the accommodation industry while you're at it. Now, the Victorian Accommodation Awards for Excellence are annual awards, and we are an independent party that supports the judging through our mystery shopping. Now, our role is to observe and assess, and our feedback will determine award finalists and the winners. So we take this project really seriously, and we ask that you do too as our mystery shopping team. Now, you're watching this video because the venue that you've been allocated has also nominated for some additional categories. This could be either the restaurant for dinner, the bar, their club lounge, or their spa. Now, across all categories and criteria, our role is to be objective, observe, assess, and tell the story. So regardless of what category you're assessing, it's really important that we meet that objective. Under each section will be a comments box, so under each section of the yes/no questions, and we ask you to please provide context. So tell us more about what was good, and please give the context for anything you answered no to. Tell us the story of what happened. This feedback is incredibly valuable for the venues, and so we ask that you take the time to please tell us about your experience. We also want you to give the staff every chance of getting it right. Let them take the lead, but put them in the best possible position to succeed wherever possible. We're not here to try and catch them out or put them in a difficult situation and see how they respond. We want to give them every opportunity to meet the criteria. All right, now on to a couple of specifics. So if you've been asked to assess the restaurant, you'll need to have dinner in the hotel restaurant, and you'll need to make a dinner reservation online. So please ensure you do this straight after making your accommodation booking, so you can ensure you can get a reservation while you're staying there. And then you'll answer the questions related to the online booking, and then you can hit save and resume as well until you visit the venue. Now, when you're at the restaurant dining, when interacting with the staff while deciding what to order, you'll need to ask some specific questions. Now, these are some examples, but the questions that you're required to ask will be in the online report. So you might be required to ask what's the most popular dish that you have, or what options do you have that are dairy-free. So just pay attention so you're clear on what questions you need to ask while you're dining in the restaurant. Okay, if you've been asked to assess the bar, you do not need to make a reservation, but you should spend at least 30 minutes in the bar having a couple of drinks. And when interacting with the staff while deciding what you will order, you will also need to ask a specific question. So, for example, what drink do you recommend that's unique to this venue? So just be clear on what question you're required to ask while you're in the bar. Club lounge. Now, you can only gain access to the club lounge when you are a guest staying at the hotel. So please allow time in your stay to go to the club lounge. When you make a reservation at the hotel, ask them if you need to make a booking for the club lounge or if you can just get access without a booking. So you'll make a reservation online and you can submit an inquiry or call them once you've made your reservation to ask them about the club lounge. Now, there may be an additional fee to use the lounge, and if you are assessing this award category, this will be reimbursed. And again, there's some specific questions you'll be required to ask when interacting with the staff. So for example, what drink do you recommend that's unique to this venue? And what options do you have that are dairy-free? Now, the really tough one, the spa. Now, if you're lucky enough to be visiting a venue that has also nominated for the spa category, you'll need to have a treatment during your stay. You will need to make a standard spa booking online, and please ensure you do this straight after making your accommodation booking, so you can visit the spa while you're there. And just then answer the questions about the booking experience in the report, and you can click save and resume when you are back, when you are actually visiting the venue for the rest of the questions. Now, when interacting with the staff before your treatment, you'll also need to ask a specific question. For example, which is your most popular treatment? Now, this specific question will be in the report, so please make sure you review that before you go so you're clear on what question you need to ask. Now, if the spa had additional facilities, so change rooms, sauna, spa bath, you will need to ensure you visit those areas and observe and assess them too. Okay, so what's the process once you've done this training? Well, the first step is to watch the training video, which you're doing. You'll then complete the knowledge check. You'll confirm your allocated hotel and check how many categories you need to assess at your visit. So again, you're watching this training because you've been allocated one of those other additional categories. So just make sure you're clear on what those are. Make a booking for a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday night. So no Fridays or weekends. Carefully review the mystery shopping questions so you know what you need to specifically look out for when you're at the venue. And then taking into account what categories you're assessing, make a clear plan for your visit. So if you need to assess the spa, when are you going to go for your spa treatment? Or if you need to visit the restaurant or the bar, when are you going to do that while you're staying at the accommodation? So then complete the mystery shop and submit your report and the invoice from the hotel or any receipts and photos. Now, while you're at the venue, you can discreetly look at your phone in a way that's not obvious to the staff to ensure you can confidently and accurately answer all the questions, provide relevant comments, and take all the photos that need to be uploaded with the report. So we would encourage you to, we know that there's a number of questions and there's a number of sections, and there's some very specific requirements on what questions you need to ask the staff, what photos you need to take, to ensure your report is valid. So please, throughout your stay, make sure you're referring to the online questionnaire. You can complete sections of it and hit save and resume so you don't lose those answers, and so you can answer it progressively throughout your stay. Now, all valid reports received by Sunday will be paid the following Wednesday. So the report, as I keep mentioning, you will be asked to fill out an online questionnaire about your experience, and you can fill this in during your stay and save it as you go to make it easier. Now, once you've finished and you hit finally submit, this comes directly through to our quality assurance team who will quality check your report. You will receive a confirmation email immediately after your submission, which lets you know we've received it. In terms of payment, the details of your mystery shopper fee and any reimbursements would have been in the Sherlock posting you've responded to, or the email our allocations team would have sent you along with this training video. So just make sure you're really clear, particularly on any reimbursements that you're entitled to as part of this mystery shop, so you can manage that during your stay. And you are welcome to spend more than the reimbursements amounts, but just be clear that that will be out of pocket. Okay, the reports where your experience gets recorded. So you'll be asked to fill in your details for every report, and this is so our quality assurance team can contact you if they need more information or to clarify something. And then from there, we just ask that you fill in all the questions. There is some green text throughout, which is tips to help guide you on how to answer the questions, so you can answer confidently. And then at the end of each section, we'll ask you to tell the story of what happened to give us the context. So please always expand on anything you answer no to, and make sure you tell us also about any exceptional experiences you had. And like I mentioned, this feedback is really valuable to the venues. So please take the time to write in full sentences, be objective, and tell us about your experience. But we want you to tell the story versus give your opinion or your judgment. So just run through exactly what happened. Okay, and then make sure you upload all the photos to ensure your report is valid. So this could include photos of menus, photos of meals, photos of beverages, receipts and invoices, for all the different parts of the venue that you've been asked to assess. So just, again, make sure you're really clear on what those photos are so you can take them when you're in the venue, and your report can be deemed valid when you submit it. Okay, a few final notes from me. Plan when you're going to do your additional mystery shop in either the restaurant, bar, club lounge, or spa while you're at the venue. Remember to make a booking if you need to, and this additional mystery shop has to be done when you are when you are a guest in the hotel. Read through the mystery shopping questions before you conduct your mystery shop, like I said, so you're clear on what you need to answer. And then remember, you're a storyteller, not a judge or a critic. Simply tell us the story of what happened as per the criteria, and have fun. These are some great venues with some great additional categories that you're going to get to experience. So enjoy while you're at it. Okay, that's it. You just now need to complete a quick knowledge check that will run through some questions about this training to ensure you're comfortable with the requirements. All right, let me just stop presenting now. Okay, like I said, go ahead and complete the knowledge check and then let the team know you're ready to be allocated one of these mystery shops for the Victorian Accommodation Association Awards. Until next time, bye for now.